Hello, I'm John McLaughlin. Welcome to part 6 of the 90-day video challenge. So in this section, we're going to talk about what equipment do we need to film with. And going back when I first started my filmmaking days, it was big broadcast cameras, big equipment, big microphones, lots of cables, lots of shenanigans going on. And now we've boiled it down to tiny little devices, little GoPros. One of the things I recommend, is if you're doing Zoom calls or if you're doing trainings, then what I'm using right now is the Logitech C920 webcam, HD webcam. They work really well, and they're about $100. You probably get a better deal on Amazon. In fact, I'm going to go and see if I can find some good deals for you, and I'll put it in the link below. Yeah, so you can use it, and also on the webcam they also have dual speakers. Now I wouldn't recommend you use it, and I'll tell you why in a second. We'll come to that. So the second thing is the phone. I think one of the filmmakers' nightmares was the phone, particularly if you're using the Samsung or even the iPhones. The quality and also the audio quality on those is exceptional. It really is good, and it's just a case of point, record, shoot, done, finish, and everything is set automatically. The lighting's set automatic. They really are good. So what I'm saying is, if you've got a phone, you're good to go. All right. The DSLR camera. What I'm using here is the DSLR camera. I use the one on there, the Canon, the 750D I've got, and they do provide really good footage. I also use a Lighten as well, so what you're seeing here is really nice, clear HD footage. However, you will get a very similar, if not sometimes even better, result using your phone. And you know, the thing is with HD systems, the Logitech, the webcam, the phone, and also the DSLR, they're all going to be a really high quality. One of the things that you want to look at as well is also whichever platform you're putting your videos on, are they then going to re-optimize it to suit their platform? So once upon a time, Facebook used to put a really nice heavy duty, high definition film on Facebook, and by the time it got to Facebook, it was all pixelated and horrible because they would just downgrade the quality. So anything that you get, make sure it's HD webcam or a phone or a DSLR, and you're good to go. So audio equipment. If your audio isn't particularly good, then people won't stand to watch. They won't wait to watch your video. If you've got a really poor video where the lighting might not be great or whatever, if you've got really good audio, then that's even better. So this is why I invested in this. This is the Yeti. This is it's only $100 to actually, about $100 and something, and then you got the frame and you got the actual thing on there. So you know, $200 or $300 to get that, but you don't need that. You don't need that. You can build up to that. This is the blue microphone, the Yeti Blue range. So you can put it on your desktop. Eventually, you can build up to that if you want to. And I would certainly recommend that you invest in some slightly better audio the more advanced you get. But really, to start off, you don't need it. Number 2, the phone. I used to use, let me see if I can get it up here. Right, I used to use this in my phone. It's a dual microphone. I don't know if you can see that. And I used to use that plugged in. But now obviously the phones are all different. You haven't got plugs. You need the USB adapter. But this used to work really well, and then I upgraded my phone and I got the Samsung 21S, and there was no difference. So the microphones that are built into the phones, they're brilliant. They really are. So again, you can use your phone. The other thing on there is I've got the SmartLav. Now the SmartLav again plugs into a phone or it plugs into a device. I can plug the SmartLav into my DSLR because it's got the microphone port for it, and I'll get beautiful audio. Not quite as good as this. What you'll find with this system is you get those nice deep bass tones. So when you're really doing some narration, okay, you can get real close up, and then you can just talk intimately to your audience like this. Hello, I'm John McLaughlin, okay? And that's the difference of being able to record, okay? So the Smart Lav, using a DSLR, or you can get the USB connection for your phone. But again, phones these days are that good. One thing you can do is if you've got your phone at distance, okay, the further away you get from a microphone, the more echo it'll get, okay? So as you can see right now, I'm probably echoey a little bit. And then the closer up I get, the better it is, okay? So if you've got a lavalier microphone, as the Smart Lav is, you can put it on your clothes, okay, and you can move around, and it'll be good, nice consistent audio, okay. Next thing is lighting, okay. What I do, I've got the soft boxes in my office. They're good because, as you can see behind me, unless you get really close, there's no real shadow. The softbox diffuses the light, okay, and I've got 2 on at the moment. I have got 3 in the kit. However, they are quite big, okay, they are quite bulky, and if you're a bit limited for space, I probably wouldn't recommend it. And also, if you're limited to where you can use them, they don't really transport very well, okay. So again, the other option, phone, okay, because sometimes they can work really well in bad light. But if you use the phone in conjunction with a ring light, the ring lights are really good as well. They're blue, probably 9,000 Kelvin lighting, so it's really white light, photography standard light. And you put your phone inside the ring, okay. And the other thing as well, it's really good for faces because it puts the rings in your eyes. People can see the reflection, and it really does have quite a good effect at helping you with lighting situations. All right. Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit about editing in part 7. But if you're not quite sure what equipment to use, then lighting, just use things like ring lights, soft boxes, whatever works for you. And if you're going to use your phone, the chances are you may not even need lighting. Just put the lighting on in your house, okay. You've got all the equipment that you need if you've got a decent phone. All right, let's just go back to audio. If you're doing a lot of zooms, or if you need particularly good audio, then at the top end of the scale, invest in a Yeti. Again, the phone is going to work particularly well, or just get an external lavalier for that. All right. And in terms of equipment, you know what equipment's available. You don't have to buy expensive equipment. My first camera that I got for my filmmaking degree was like $2,500 or £2,500, and I bought 2 of them, and I used it for years. Unfortunately, it was standard definition, so I had this great big studio camera that I used to have on my shoulder, which was perfect. I loved it, but then people started coming out with iPhones, going, "Oh, look at my iPhone! It's got HD." And of course, my camera wasn't HD, so their stuff looked better than mine. So you've got to move with the times. But if you get something that is HD, it's going to serve you well for a long time. All right, so let's just talk about using your phone when it comes to video. So when you're doing video for social media, then what you want to be doing on social media is taking up as much retail space, real estate, on social media as possible. So if we're doing a video here on Facebook, then as you can see, we're now in the portrait aspect, okay, like the long triangle, okay. And when you put this on Facebook, then it's going to take up a lot more space on Facebook, and that's what you want, okay. Now, if you're recording on your phone to YouTube, we want to be doing it like this, okay. This is the landscape, okay, 16:9, okay. And what it does, this is optimized for YouTube, and this way is optimized for social media, okay. So this is portrait and this is landscape, and it's really important to, if you're going to upload to YouTube, to do it on the 16:9 aspect, because what will happen is that if you put it this way, then when you upload it to YouTube, you'll end up with bits either side. So 2 aspects of recording is the portrait and the landscape aspects. So coming up in part 7, we're going to go into a bit more about how to edit. Okay, you're going to edit your videos, and also why I told you to pay attention to Kate in the vidIQ video. So all that coming up in part 7.